Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about if-else statements in C++. So we'll go over some standard ways of doing it, and then in the end, we'll show you a more compact way that's specific to C++. So let's get started. Let's write a simple program. Have our typical include IOStream, and then our main function. Okay, so inside our main function, we'll have our if statements. So before we get into that, we should cover some basics. So when you have condition statements where you're comparing things, you have different options. You have like greater than, you have greater or equal to, you have less than or equal to, you have equal, which means they're the same, which is equal to, and then you have the not equal to. Okay, so these are like the main different ways you could compare things. And then you also have, when you combine things, you could use things like the double and, which is just and then you have the two lines, which is or. Okay, so those are the main different things you could do. If you're combining like two booleans, you could add them up and then see what the result is. And then typically the format that you'll see is for if statements is like if and then the condition inside is true, you will execute the function. So as a simple case, you could say like if true, for example, and then you could std cout true. Okay, so if I run this, you see it prints out true. Okay, and then that's a very simple one. So if we want to have a more complicated one, we could have something like I don't know why this indent was off. Okay, so we could have like a variable int my age, and then we'll set that equal to 30, for instance. And we could implement some if-else statements here. So we could say if my age is greater than 0 and my age is less than 21, I could say something like std cout you're too young to drink. Okay, and then I could add else if. So my condition for the else if might be if my age is greater than or equal to 21 and my age is less than 35, I could have a new statement in here that says cout start planning for retirement. That would be a good idea. And then we have an else. So inside our else, I'm gonna say std cout. I will say it's okay. You're still young. Okay, so that's gonna be our program. So right now, if I run this, because age is 30, you should see it should fall within this range. So it should tell me start planning for retirement. So if I run this, notice that cout namespace is giving me an error. Does not have a type. Let me run this again. Okay, so something I think it was running in a different one. But you can see now it says start planning for retirement. Okay, so that's what we expect. And then let's say we're 300. And then I run the program. You could say it's okay, you're still young. Although I think 300 is pretty old. But you get the point. So you can see it falls into the different categories based on which statement you have. Okay, so we're going to show you another example where the compact way of writing if-else statements, and this is specifically when you typically want to assign a variable based on a condition, and that's called, the method is called ternary operator, and we'll show you what it means. So before we introduce that, let me show you an example of how you would do it if you didn't have it. So let's say we have couple variables. I'm going to say int bro age equals 20, and then maybe I have int sysage equals 25, and then int older age, I'm gonna initialize that to 0. Just some variable that we're gonna set. So we're gonna try to find the older age of the two. That's our program. So if bro age is bigger than sys age, what we're gonna do is set the older age equal to bro age. And then else, we're gonna say older age equals to sys age. Okay, so basically older age will equal to the older of the two. That's the program. Okay, so if I run this, let me just add a return 0 for our main program here. Okay, so if we run this, we should expect older age to be bro age, right? So if I run start debugging, we can also print it out, but let's just use the debugger. So here you can see older age is 25. Okay, so that's what we expect. So now we could do the other way. So the other way, like we said, is a ternary method. So we're gonna reset older age to be 0 to reset everything. And then inside I'm gonna say older age equals, and then if bro age is bigger than sys age, and here's the syntax. You need to add the question mark, and then you'll say bro age colon sys age. Okay, so that's how you would write it out. And this should say bro age. Okay, so what this says is if bro age is bigger than sys age, set older age to bro age. Otherwise, set it to sys age. So pretty much this one liner here will replace everything that's in these lines. And if I run in debug mode, you'll see that older age should also be 25. Okay, so older age is 25. So that's how you could do the ternary operator. And if you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.